Hey everybody, it's Bus, continuing our playthrough of the Path of Champions. Today, we're taking on the 2.5-star quest, the Machine Herald, doing battle up against Viktor. We'll be using our 2-star Evelynn. So to get you familiar with what we're working with here, Evelynn, at 2-star power, she gets the +1 starting mana. The first time we kill a follower, either our follower, opponent's followers, doesn't matter, the first follower to die, we get a fleeting copy of it in our hand. And then the big one for Evelynn, whenever you level up an allied champion, you grant your allies everywhere +1/+1. Very easy champion to level up when she sees that husk get eaten, and she can level up multiple times a game. To help complement that level up ability, we are using the Crown Guard Inheritance to give her the level up rally. And I'm sure we'll mess this up multiple times. We've done it many times over the course of the past few videos, but this is a quite strong power, giving us multiple attacks with Evelynn and giving us the rallies we need to crush our stats through the opposing defenses. And so let's head on into battle. See if we can't take down Viktor. See if we can't get into the battle first. There we go. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. The old Azir in the middle, the shortcut path right to the end. Let's see what we take. And so, in terms of the powers, starting with Sting Officer, not that strong. Starting with the Forbidden Tomb, not that strong either, but I am a huge fan of Crush. The thing with this Evelynn deck, we touched on it briefly talking about the relics, is that you'll get like 50 and 60 stats on the board, and then your opponent just blocks. Right? It doesn't matter if you have a 15-15 unit, your opponent puts their 1-1 in front of it, they don't take any damage. That's why the rallies are so important, since we get to attack, clear out all the opposing blockers, and then attack again. Crush does a very similar thing, in that our 15-15 now getting blocked by that 1-1 punches through for 14 damage now. And so a lot of times I typically just play Evelynn with Overwhelm on her own. We've switched to using some different things, the Chameleon's Necklace, the Crown Guard Inheritance, but I'm still a big fan of Crush, and so try to use that to our advantage today. On to battle with the Plaza Guardians. So at round start, the foe reduces the cost of their Plaza Guardians everywhere by 1. All right. So in terms of our opening hands, we want Evelynn. Evelynn is the most important card for us to be drawing. After Evelynn, we want to find some husks. And so we can look to just keep this entire hand here. The Crawling Viper Worm's not that strong, but we have a hand that involves adding husks to the board and having an Evelynn for turn 3, so we should be looking pretty good. Uh-oh. Opponent sending those burst speed aggros at us. Maybe we're not as good as we want. Maybe not. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. All right, Vora comes in. Ready to attack. Now we'll get to show off a little bit of the power with this Evelynn. If we drop her next turn, she's going to level up because we have the husk on the board, and then she's going to give us the rally from the Crown Guard Inheritance. Pretty powerful set of abilities. Now we can look to not add Evelynn this turn, and then go for her next turn. And the reason we want to do that is we can add in Vora. She's going to eat this husk, grow a little bit, put another husk in our hand, and then we're going to be free to add our fresh husk to the board. Make a little bit of a super husk here for Evelynn to eat next turn. It's just so tough for me to pass up on value. You know, you see this little bit of value you can get. You get these husks in your hand. Feels terrible to me to let them just go to waste. You know, so we'll watch and see if we can't maintain our powers. And here, this is the space I was talking about where I'm going to mess this up over and over again. I get to talking and forgetting about stuff, but we probably should have opened attack with that 6 power of units to where our opponent didn't have anything on the board. Then we could have followed up with Evelynn and gotten a second attack in, probably ended the game this round. But, you know, you get to talking and stuff. You make a little whoopsies every once in a while. It's okay. We're gonna get through this run just fine. We're gonna have fun along the way, so not worried about it whatsoever. I was just looking for those big value husks anyways. Look at these monstrosities now. They're so big. Alright, unfortunately Evelynn is staying on her level 2 form, so we're not gonna get a rally this turn, but it's okay. We're primed and ready to close this down on the next one. Look at that steam. You so big. You so big, friend. Not worried about Plaza Guardians whatsoever. The second one, it's a little more intimidating, but the first one just getting worked over by Steam. All right, let's get the second one on the board. That should be enough to end the game. All these stats, all these scouts, all these keywords, we got it all. Let's get them in here. Looks like the elusive scouts should be enough to end it. Assembly line. I don't think you matter here, Forge Workers. You're not coming in with the elusive. GG.
Let's do this again sometime.
Okay, so anything interesting here? Not really. I mean, Bakai Reaper is a reasonable enough unit. The thing to keep in mind with the Reaper, he seems like he would be a super great addition to this deck, given that we're killing off all the husks every turn. That husk kill is not a slay, right? And so he's still a strong unit, but it's not as really awesomely powerful as we would like it to be here. I think I'm just going to go with the Hate Spike. It's a reasonable card. If we put an item on it, we have extra copies of it now, and so maybe that'll turn into something interesting. Looking at these, not too strong. Nothing really super on theme with what we're doing. Stone Stackers is a reasonable unit. Nar's a reasonable unit, but not a really high-powered set that we're looking for here. So I'm really just looking for a little bit of interactivity, or we could just use Vayne. Vayne's quite strong here. I thought the Elkin might be one of those things that sees a dead ally, and that does count, but I think she's going to be strong enough. Okay, Vayne it is. So let's see, what are our options for these follow-up nodes? An item chest, a healer, a spell chest, or a fallen feline? I don't remember what the feline is. Let me look that up real quick. Okay, so we are just on the ftpbus.com site. You can go up to the utilities on the little menu thing up at the top. Click on events. That's what the exclamation points are. And then we can search for the feline. Let's see what turns up. And so there we go. Select a card and add 2 copies of it to your deck. It's either champion spells or treasures. That sounds reasonably strong, but I'd rather just be leveling up what we already have with the item chest or cutting things out with the healer. And so I think we can do battle with the Crushbot. I'm not entirely certain how the Crushbot abilities works with our Evelynn, right? When you summon a unit, set my stats to 2/5. But we'll see. It's like we should play a husk. The husk becomes a 2/5. Then we play another unit. That unit eats the husk. Ideally, that unit would be coming in as a 2/5, eating the husk and becoming a 4/10. But again, I'm not certain how this interaction works. So let's add Warden's Prey. Get us a nice 2/5 on the board. I'm going to bank up this mana to use with our husks as well. The thing that you can do with the Demacian Steel is apply it to a husk and then eat it. And then the permanent bonuses from the Demacian Steel kick over to the unit that ate the husk. And so we have our 3/5 husk here. If we put the equipment on it, it's going to be a 4/6. Then the next unit we play is going to get +4/+6. And so we're just going to have to wait and see how this Evelynn level up works, though. So I remembered now. We're gonna attack first. We're gonna play Evelynn second, and we'll see if she's like a 11 health unit, 12 health unit, or a 2/5. So she gets all the stats, okay, and then becomes a 2/5. Boo, boo. That's not good. Okay, I'm curious if this +1/+1/6 from her level up. That does appear to work. Now she's all big again. I don't know. That's confusing. I don't know if we'll ever figure that one out. But we're looking pretty hardy and strong. Evelynn is going to flip back to level 1, and so we'll be able to play a unit, get the level up next turn, get the rally. We should be good to go. I'm not gonna bother with the. I'm not going to bother with the Demacian Steel anymore if our units are just going to become 2/5s. What a bummer. Look at that. It becomes a 10/14 and then shrinks to a 3/5. That's a bummer, dude. How much we got coming in here? 21 into 8. That should be good enough. GG.
It's always over so soon.
Always over so soon. Alright, so what do we see here? Not a great set of cards. The Weaponsmith's Apprentice, okay, I guess. I mean, it's a 2-2 for 1, and we do have a couple of equipment, but not anything we're really looking to pull off here. Purify could be some okay interactivity, but this would be like I'm at the very end and we have absolutely nothing, and we got to just find like something to put into our deck to interact with our opponent. That's how I feel about Purify. So let's add in the Weaponsmith's Apprentice. Gonna hit up the item chest, see if we can't boost up a Salter or a Domination, just one of our Husk units itself. Domination's a perfect one. She's Savage with the Phage and the Savage Shield. She's going to be a 5/6. Not the 2/1 that you're used to seeing in Constructed. And she's going to be ready for battle. And so, up against the Patch Porobot, grant a random keyword to the first unit the foe summons each round. I got a similar ability too, man. It's just called Play a Husk. Just play a Husk. That's all you need to get the keywords going. All right, we got our Husk generator and the Domination. We'll mulligan everything else away looking for Evelynn. Didn't find her, but I have a feeling that these Dominations are going to be able to carry pretty hard. Oh, that's a lot of units. Okay. Well, let's just take it. We'll see if he open attacks on us or not. If he doesn't open and then we get to get Domination on the board, then we catch up here pretty quick.
What can I say? I'm an adaptable guy.
I should stamp you out like the insect you are.
Plug and play.
He's bringing it. All right, let's load up some equipment. Get these Dominations nice and ready to battle. I think we'll be good. So many keywords coming out of this thing.
You are nothing. Worthless. Impress me. Don't waste my time.
You are nothing and worthless. This isn't very nice. This is this isn't what nice people say to each other, Domination. You gotta cut that out. Ooh, that's not a bad swap bot. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just build up the board for that magical moment that Evelynn appears. These attacks are not good. We need a quick attack or elusive to get through this board. Maybe Steam will be able to cause some big problems a couple turns from now.
Don't waste my time.
Broke my hand, so I got a new one.
Alright, let's just get an additional blocker on the board. We'll follow up with the Husk. And I'm not sure how much opponent wants to come in and attack here. Looks like quite a bit. He's pretty excited to be attacking into this one. But
Beg.
prevent what we can.
Don't waste my time.
Alright, Steam, we're gonna need you to do some work. He's not even gonna be that good at it. Okay. Just make a sad noise and get it over with, I guess.
Impress me.
Did find the elusive Husk here at the end, but can't get another unit on board this turn.
And hide with hide.
Okay, swap bot down. Everything does have overwhelm, but we're still short on damage for the turn.
I say, I'm an adaptable guy.
Okay, I'm gonna take down the quick attacker. Ideally, we'll be able to get another unit on board and block this elusive for the next turn. We've been taking quite a bit of damage here. It's a bit unfortunate. Oh man. Oh man. That's good. That's good. At least we get the chance to get Evelynn on board, but ugh.
Don't waste my time.
Make a sad noise, please.
That's my Vora.
But there's Evelynn. She's going to get the level up, get the rally. We'll only get one this game, but
Mind if I slip
this should hopefully be enough to stop our opponent in their tracks.
scream for me?
So you don't want to attack into this scary Evelynn, do you? How much we got here? 17? He has too much health. So let's at least go ahead and hook in an elusive. I'm curious if he tries to block Evelynn here. If he blocks Evelynn, then we can get out of this turn without taking damage. This is going to cost us Evelynn in the process, but
Time to die.
I think once we get out of this turn, we're okay. Domination, perfect.
You will see when I allow you.
Domination comes in. We have a ton of mana here, so we should be able to... oh, that's so annoying with the swap bots. We're going to be close enough now? Like, we can play the Demacian Steel. Okay. He played a Static Shock, sure. We can follow up with the Husk.
Don't waste my time.
We can play another Demacian Steel. Now we can play the Viper Worm. I'm not worried about our health here. I guess we could have struck the Domination instead, but let's see where that gets us. Yeah, that's not as awesome as I would have liked. Beastie blocks with the big boy. I was worried if we attacked with both, then he puts the 5 power one in front of our big boy, and then his 10 power one in front of our Domination, and then we still have to deal with that thing next turn. I was hoping to get this over with. Alright, we're starting to draw some dudes now. We're going to take some more incidental damage, unfortunately, but we're almost done here. This battle's almost over, I assure you.
Ain't no shadows in here, friend.
This is just way more challenging than I ever expected it to be.
This is hot, you know.
Tough day, friend.
Prevent as much as we can. We get one guy back now, though. We have that kind of infinite value engine with our thing dead ability, whatever it's called. I don't have a better word for it than thing dead ability, but that first unit dying each turn.
Those who kill.
All right, Vayne finally making an appearance. See if we can't do some tumbling and get this over with. So he's got 2 big units. We should just be able to attack. Then I was gonna say, if this doesn't kill him, we can follow up with more units in a tumble. That second tumble overwhelm should be enough to end it. But, whew, that's tough. There's a lot of damage there.
Now to root out the next.
No lifesteals either. You can hit lifesteal on a Husk, right? I haven't seen that in ages. So what do we got here? Wolf Dog should be okay. We're going to have a lot of dead allies coming down, so happy enough to add it in. Gold chest, whoop whoop. Into the, well, there's a choice, right? We have, this is a spot to where there's actually a lot of big decisions, right? We have the healer or the shop. Then you're going to fight Azir, right? That's not that big of a deal. But then the next immediate space is here. You have the choice to do battle with the hidden encounter. That's, or the vicious enemy, I should say. This is the Hextech Foundry one, which is very beatable. It can be kind of tough, but if you take out the Hextech Foundry, you can skip directly to the end, and you get to skip all of these nodes over here to the right. And so if you're looking to do a speed run, this is the way that you most certainly want to be doing it, because it gets you out of like 3 or 4 battles. But here we don't necessarily have to do that. But I think that we're okay. The reason why I'd say it's important up here at the top is we have 580 gold. If we want to spend all of our money at the shop, then hit up Azir, then go to the vicious enemy, we're not going to waste all of that gold. If we want to cut a card from our deck, this is our last chance. And I think I'm going to go for the vicious enemy route. So let's head into the shop, see if we can't high roll this for a little bit. And oh, that roll was high high. Domination is extremely powerful. Let me make sure we're not missing out on any abilities out here. Shield of Durandi could be kind of useful. Winds of War could be useful. We don't have any removal spells at this point, and so we're just counting on challengers to get the job done. I think I'm actually kind of interested in this Winds of War, just not so much for the upcoming battle against Azir. It's good against Azir, but mainly for Viktor, just to make sure we have a removal spell. I think I'm on board with that. So we're picking up Domination, Winds of War. 3 copies sounds okay. I'm going to save my rerolls for the future round, see if we can't pick up a good power. And so, the scary one, up against Azir. The foe's Sand Soldiers everywhere have +2 attack. This is the real boss of the challenge, and its ability to just kill you extremely, extremely quickly. But we have everything we're looking for in a hand here, right? We have a Husk Generator and Domination. We have our Evelynn. We have a 1-drop as well to just prevent some early game points of damage. Feel pretty good.
Kindle picked me. That's why Smith.
Okay, get the free block onto the Sandsmith. He's not gonna hit with the Sand Soldier because he doesn't have an attack token. That's a fairly big win for us. He's got a second one, a new one. All right, I want to keep it on board, I think. So I'm just gonna block it with our Sand Soldier because we're gonna lose it anyways. This shouldn't be a space to where opponent's getting a fully wide board, but you know, like 2 or 3 turns from now, this may prevent a summon from coming in. There's Azir. Our Domination's bigger than Azir, so we'll see if he does anything crazy. And he does. He says, watch this, bust. Watch this. I'm coming at you with the crazies. Crazy ass Azir coming at us. Alright, well, we're in pretty good shape now. I'm really surprised that he just came out and attacked us. Alright, so we'll try to do this properly with getting the Evelynn on board. Opponent doesn't have anything, so we'll take an open attack with Domination. Deal that 5 damage. And we get to follow up with Evelynn. I mean, I guess I could see an argument for playing the Prankster and the Wolf Dog just to get the multiple units on board. Let's slow our roll just a moment and think about that. Like, if we say add the Prankster, right? It's going to eat some husks and stuff. We're going to have a dead unit, so we can now play the Wolf Dog for 1. We don't have any husks on the board that way, but I think this is okay. We weren't going to be lethal with that Evelynn attack, and we just got to build up a little bit of board. I don't know. I kind of like it less now. And now we're losing out on that rally. Maybe it's okay. I don't think we're going to lose this one. I think we're going to take this down pretty easily now, but not happy with how we approach this.
See what's inside. That's it.
The big thing here, we have a unit bigger than Azir, so we can kill him again. He's just the big problem we run into at any point in this battle. Alright, so we've got Evelynn on board, so we don't have to worry about a Husk now. We can add a Wolf Dog with the Demacian Steel. Then we'll have a fresh Husk coming into the next turn. Oh shit, we get free attack, don't we? You gotta remember, you get those rallies on occasion. Yeah, we should definitely be fine now. Sometimes Azir will come at you with the Sand Soldier Arise. But since everything we have has Overwhelm, don't have to worry about it here. And you got boomed. GG Azir. Nice try. Good effort. Wasn't enough, but it was a good effort. Okay, and then we're definitely picking up more Evelynns. Focusing Crystal is quite strong, but we don't really need it with Evelynn. This isn't a spells-based deck, so Ancient Coin, always good. Welcome addition to the squad. Let's head on down. So let's see. Into these powers. Again, we have all the rerolls. We're going to want to use them. Lie in wait, fantastic with the husks, right? So if you're not familiar, the lurk will give the husk a bonus. And so then we play a follow-up unit. Say we play a Salter, the 2-drop. It gets the +1 lurk bonus that went onto the husk, and then he catches the +1 bonus on himself. So you get a lot of double duty out of the lie in wait. Very, very powerful. So here we are going to go to battle with the Hexcore Foundry. This can be a fairly tough one. This is a deck that's very good at putting a full set of 5 units on the board on the first turn of the game. But I feel like if you think about like the way a lot of play patterns work and constructed, where say you're playing Scouts against Pantheon, and Pantheon's able to just like overwhelm through Scouts' wide board, I think we'll be able to pull off the same thing here against this deck. And we may not be able to come out like super fast on board, but we can, like once we're able to attack, just overwhelm his 1 and 2 health units. So this turned out beautifully as well, hitting the Evelynn off of our mulligan. So we're ready for it. We're ready for action. So we are going to lose out on a ton of rallies here. It feels fairly bad, man, but I think it's okay. We have the starting attack token. We can't use it because our attacks are so bad. We're going to add Evelynn. She's going to flip. We're going to get a rally. Then we might get an attack in here, but sucks to lose all that. But the big thing with this is I want to get that +1/+1 across all of our units. Just make it to where like Chempunk Shredders don't do anything. Make it to where opponents' attacks all look pretty terrible across the board.
2 lefts, then a right. We don't need topsiders.
It's getting us. Oh no! Look at him! Look at him mystic shotting our elusive husk. That kind of sucks.
Yes, I bite.
Kinda sucks, dude. Alright, let's see if we can't make it up.
Back on the prowl.
Winds of War. I don't think we're gonna need to use it just yet. Let's just build up. Like, we can add Salter. He's gonna give us a husk. The husk thing will come to hand, then we can replay it. Follow up again with a Warden's Prey or something. And just hit the elusive on this new husk.
Lights out.
We're gonna start popping off.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Wolf Dog has Challenger as well, so he'll be able to... Everything pretty much has elusive at this point anyways, but Wolf Dog will be able to take the scary elusive off of the board. The rest of our attacks look pretty decent now. And I think we're set to call it a day on this one. We'll probably take a few more points of incidental damage, but we're definitely not losing. And we might be at lethal on this turn with a rally. I think our Evelynn's done. Oh, no, we do get one more flip out of Evelynn. That's huge. That is huge. Interesting. Our follow-up unit is going to be... Oh, no, it transforms the husk. I was in swap bot mode. I was thinking that when opponent comes in and attacks,
I'm game for
that the stats were going to swap, but not quite the case. We're still looking pretty good here.
I was just casually standing. Stop wiggling.
It's not targeting Evelynn, is it? We can get a strike, which will counterspell this, but it's not nearly as exciting. Barely get the kill with the 3 damage strike. Now we can play a 1-drop. Eat the husk, become the biggest 1-drop of all time. We'll get our rally, and we'll get our win.
that was hot. Lights out.
Boop. 29 coming at you. GG, Hexcore Foundry. Good stuff. That was a fairly easy set of battles. Feels good.
It's always over so soon.
Always over so soon. All right, so we get a spell, Relentless Pursuit. Y'all knows I love a good rally. That looks good to me. Into the powers. Excuse me. What do we got? Slow but steady does work with. It does copy Relentless Pursuits, but it doesn't give you extra rallies. A little sad there. Quick draw, probably where we want to go. I don't think we need the defensive stuff that you get out of Hold It. Just getting our spells onto the board faster is going to be fairly useful. So, quick draw it is. And then on to Viktor, the final battle. And so the foe's units have +1/+1 for each of their keywords. I'd like to have that. We tend to have a keyword or two. So load me up, please. What do we got? No Husk Makers, no Evelynns. We'll mulligan away everything. Alright, so no Evelynn just yet. Our deck does struggle a bit without her. We'll have to see if we can't draw one before Viktor comes online.
Kindle, did you wander off again? What does you want from me?
Alright, I'm going to stop here. I want to make that kind of value play to where we... if we lose a unit next turn, we should be able to replay it. If not, I mean, we still have hate spikes and stuff, so we can build up a little bit. Beautiful.
You will speak when I allow you.
What you going for? Copying our dominations? It's not bad, dude. That's not bad. Oh, man. I thought we were going to get him. he just skipped over us and we lost out on our attack. It's kind of a bummer. It's going to add Vora and build up the husks. I'm a little sad about what just happened there. We got boomed real good.
Don't waste my time.
But it's that time of the day where we just start attacking with everything. Viktor, you know, typically if you just kill Viktor, you win the game. And he's not out of hand yet, but he'll get there quickly. All right, but we're leveling up our husks nicely. Vayne's about to get a big upgrade, and we should be able to kill Viktor with this collection of spells in our hand.
Monsters still lurk in Demacia.
Can break the spell shield with a hate spike and then Winds of War. He's getting pretty close to out of mana. Okay. Actually, we would rather the Winds of War get counterspelled, right? I don't. Oh, it's a slow win, though. Okay. So we have to Winds of War first. Pick an ally to heal. You friend. Then we get to kill off the little guy, break the spell shield. Okay. Oh, no, he has a... brutal. Brutal. We could have played around that, but I didn't think it was worthwhile. That sucks a lot.
Ever been to a blacksmith before?
I think we're still okay, but that's kind of lame. kind of lame there, Viktor, protecting your unit and stuff.
I said walk.
Let's see what happens, though. He gives up his Viktor. He gives up his whole board. Takes a bit of damage. We've lost all of our husk buildup as well. That kind of sucks. That was brutal. Vayne's coming back to party, though.
Ain't no shadows in here, friend.
That's a big Plaza Guardian.
You know what my future is? Glorious.
Jeez. Is this game gonna be a problem now? is this gonna cause us some hardship? Oh, jeez.
Try to keep up.
18 coming in. Don't have good blocks anywhere. Alright. Risk it. So where are we at? Like the Vayne attack just no good. Okay.
Kindle picked me. That's why I smith.
Need to attack with one thing this turn. See if we hit a lurk. Did. Alright, back to us. Opponent doesn't have the attack token anymore. See if we can't finish this off.
I should stamp you out like the insect you are. You will speak when I
His domination, not nearly as good as ours, though. I was expecting his domination to have all of our equipments. Apparently that's not the way it works. Okay, he wants to copy our worst unit. That's okay with me. Get to send in our big collection of overwhelms. I think we should be fine. This looks like it's going to be a lethal, but if it's not, we should still have a unit left over and ready to tumble. All right. Looks like we had enough in there. Scary moment. Enough to get the blood pressure going up a little bit. But at the end of the day, Viktor could not take victory from us. And so, GG. Not a bad set of battles. You know, we're starting to get to the harder rounds, the harder levels with Evelynn. I think we're going to be okay to kind of like cruise through these again, but you can see in these games to where it's like definitely a little bit more challenging to win without Evelynn. And so we're going to feel a lot better once we get up to champion level 13 and we're able to equip that Chameleon's necklace again, get the additional copies of Evelynn into our deck. But not a bad set of battles. I had fun with that. I hope you did too, because that will do it for us today. And so I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Hope you maybe learned a thing or two along the way and had a good time watching. This is Bustin. We thank you for being here.